I'll never forget that of landing and just that total silence after hours of, the noise and so forth. And just that feeling that, wow, I'm here now and I'm alone. You get this feeling of
And the
total,
helicopters dropped you there and left.
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. We took off our crates of, supplies, just a few of them.
Money.
Yeah, some money and our sleeping bags, our rifles, and some very modest communications equipment, but that was it. And it's gone. And we're there and you're not exactly sure where, you are until the men come out to greet us and meet us. And that was I met a specific the man I shook hands with was a man named Abdul Sattar.
Yeah.
And he figured greatly in terms of our deployment. He was a chief of security, and I simply met him, and I just remember his hands being very, our hands are soft,
Yeah.
and he commented to his men behind him that this guy has soft hands, in a sort of vulgar fashion in Uzbek.
Like in
I had
Maida
rehearsed it.
Vaja kind of thing. They've got this.
Yes, I had made this sort of speech, not speech, but I had this thing that I had sort of not rehearsed, but the greetings in Uzbek that I'm going to say to this guy. I do that, and he doesn't really respond at all to me. He just turns to his guy and says, "This guy has soft hands." In Uzbek, soft
Yeah.
fucking hands in Uzbek. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was my first, the first impression that I made, and that was kind of interesting. I thought that, and it sort of was a great indicator. It presaged the whole deployment of perception versus reality, right? I had this perception, I'm going to greet this guy, he's going to shake hands, we become brothers and we fight the war and, and everybody gets along and, and that's more or less what happened. But the first thing he says is, I have soft
Yeah.
hands and everybody comes up and starts stroking my hand, just,
Oh,
wondering
to
who this
that
guy.
degree of
Yeah, yeah.